Morning, folks. It's Saturday, February 25th, 2023. I'm Rock Daniels, the Bluegrass Realtor, and welcome to a new edition of Lexington Water Cooler News. Now, in weather today, we've got the slightest chance of rain. Winds are going to be about 5 to 10 miles an hour, and the high is going to be 52 degrees. The low is about 36. Sun's going to rise at 7:15 this morning. It's going to set at 6:27 p.m. Now, the Lexington police, they responded to reports of gunfire outside this Stop and Shop on Winburn Drive. That was around 9:57 p.m. on Friday night. They found a juvenile with non-life-threatening gunshot wounds who was taken to a local hospital for treatment. Now, the gas station and vehicles outside were damaged, as well as some houses on the 1800 block of Gerald Way. Now, no one else was injured, but the police are investigating and attempting to identify who the shooters were. Now, Sayre School plans to expand its athletic sports fields off Athens-Boonesboro Road, and it took a step forward on Thursday as the Urban County Planning Commission approved a zone text amendment. Now, the amendment allows for the construction of an indoor weight room and the use of outdoor speakers and lights at the school's athletic fields. Now, this is still subject to the approval of the Lexington Fayette Urban County Council. Now, the proposed zone text amendment would increase the allowable indoor space to 10,000 square feet or 2% of the total lot size of an agricultural buffer zone. The approval was opposed by several people, including Brittany Rothmeyer, who's the executive director of Fayette Alliance, and commissioners Zach Davis, Judy Worth, and Janice Meyer. Now, Kentucky students organized walkouts in response to the Senate Bill 150, which targets transgender issues. Now, the bill allows teachers and staff to use students' preferred pronouns and involve parents in their gender identity. However, students fear that the bill will take away some of their safe havens and make them be forced to be singled out by teachers. So the LGBTQ activists call it an attack on their existence, while some lawmakers see it as protecting the rights of staff and students. Now, students believe that it will create a divided future, leading to tragedy. They urge teachers to respect students' pronouns and offer support through organizations like Fairness Campaign and the Kentucky Department of Education. Now, the need for transparency and communication is crucial when it comes to the Fayette School Board. All right, so the Fayette County School Board, especially one that manages so much taxpayer dollars and the education of our children. However, the reality is it doesn't always happen. Now, the case of the Dunbar principal is a prime example. After 4 months of silence, the school is still without a principal and embroiled in a lawsuit while taxpayers and parents are left in the dark. Marlon Ball, the first-year principal, was put on leave without explanation, and the district failed to swiftly investigate serious allegations made against him. Now, the lawsuit also revealed dysfunction within the district and questionable hiring practices. This lack of transparency and communication violates cultural tenets and due process, speedy trials, and fair play, and the district must do a better job for the sake of our children, the parents, the teachers, and especially the taxpayers. Now, have you ever wondered why Keeneland doesn't have more racing days? Now, Keeneland and other Kentucky tracks such as Churchill Downs, Turfway, Ellis Park, and Kentucky Downs cannot overlap race days as per state law. Now, the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission approves each track's usual and customary dates each year. Now, tracks may shift their dates to support one another in some cases, but all adjustments must be approved by the KHRC. Now, in 2020, Keeneland had to cancel its spring meet due to COVID, and Ellis Park gave up a week of racing in the summer to allow for Keeneland's 1 week summer meet. Now, Lexington's new pro soccer team, the Lexington Sporting Club, has announced a multi-year partnership with Georgetown College to temporarily use Toyota Stadium as their home ground until the club builds its own stadium. The 5,000-seat stadium, which was previously home to the Cincinnati Bengals summer training camp, will be updated with new artificial turf for the club's first season and home opener on April the 8th. So in addition to the facility partnership, the club will offer internships and classroom visits as part of the college's curriculum. To learn more about the club, visit lexsporting.com. Now, the Urban County Planning Commission approved a 125-foot tall cell tower in the Palomar area, despite objections from neighbors. Municipal Communications 3 LLC and Dish Networks LLC's application to put a monopole tower and associated ground equipment at Palomar Baptist Church was approved with a 5-3 vote. The tower is the only new construction site for Dish Network, and David Pike, a lawyer for the company, argued that there would be no service in the area without the tower. While neighbors voiced their concerns about the tower's lowering property values and potential sinkholes, federal case law prevents the Planning Commission from considering the tower's aesthetics and health effects. All right, so that does it, folks. Today, for another edition of Lexington Water Cooler News, join me, Rock Daniels, the Bluegrass Realtor, again tomorrow for all of your latest news, weather, sports, all free of charge, sponsored by Rock Daniels Construction Company and me as a realtor. So I hope you guys have a nice day. Be wonderful to each other.